Good evening, viewers. Today we will discuss the chapter Physics in the Physics Laws of Motion. Naturally, every moving object on Earth, if it is left free for some time, gradually come to rest by itself. Aristo- Aristotle explained, object at the rest requires no explanation as any moving body comes to rest. As any moving body comes to rest. Galileo stated that object in motion will remain in same motion as long as external force is applied to it. As long as external force is applied to it. If the surface was next, if the surface was perfectly smooth, the ball will travel indefinitely until encountered by another object. Encountered by another object. You see the figures 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, wherein three figures are shown. First figure A shown by a ball coming downward direction. B is upward direction and C is motion on a plane surface. Motion on a plane surface. A marble rolls down a slope. It picks up speed due to force of gravity on the earth. A marble which is coming from the upper layer of the surface to downwards, it picks up the speed due to force of gravity on the earth. When second picture, when an object rolls up the inclined plane, its speed decreases. Its speed decreases. Third, its speed decreases. Third, motion on a plane surface. When moving on a level surface, as shown in the figure, it has no reason to speed up or slow down. It has no reason to speed up or slow down. That means it continues to move with constant velocity. With constant velocity. Continues to move with a constant velocity. That means the let me clarify. Moving up, its speed decreases, and moving down, its speed increases. Moving on the plane surface, it slows down. So, Sir Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton proposed three laws. Sir Isaac Newton, scientist, proposed three laws which explain the connection between force and change in motion. What is the he has explained the relation between the force and change in motion. First law. Every object, first law of motion, every object will remain in rest or in state of uniform motion until compelled to change its state by action of a net force compared to change by the action of a net force. Second law, linear momentum. What is momentum actually? Second law discusses about the momentum and velocity. Momentum depends on two factors. One is the mass of the object and the other is the velocity. One is the mass of the object and other is the velocity. Momentum P of a body simply defined as product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity. So, momentum is equal to m into v, where m is the mass and v is the velocity. V is the velocity, mass, velocity. SI units of momentum is SI units of momentum is kg meter per second. Kg meter per second. The rate of change of momentum, the rate of change of momentum in kg, rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to net force applied in the direction of the net force. In the direction of the net force. That is, F is proportional to change in momentum per time. Change in momentum per time. In the form of equation, F net is equal to delta P by delta T. Delta T. Delta P is the change in momentum of a particle. Delta P is the change in momentum of a particle. Delta T is a time travel. Time travel. We know P is equal to m into v. So delta P is equal to delta into m into v. So force m is equal to mass m into delta v by delta t. We know that delta v by delta t is the uniform, A is equal to A is the uniform acceleration. So finally we get F net force is equal to m into A, that is mass into acceleration. The units is kg meter per second square, or 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg meter per second square.